company.
Great Raw isn't. Get on your bikes, get on your treadmill, line up if you're walking wall to wall.
Walking.
Let me bend these
Yes,
cameras
indeed.
down.
I'm walking. Oh yeah. Just for me. I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking. I'm walking.
It's a little bend.
I'm walking.
Don't let your little bend.
So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking.
Okay, I know some of y'all have already started. Yes, okay, alright, okay. Y'all can see the feet now. El Importante. Let's see. Oh, back is better. Okay.
Yes, indeed, I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Great Raw isn't, y'all. Yes. Raw isn't every day that I am alive. And if I'm not, Raw isn't for me. Whew. Yes. Sometimes when you want to change your thoughts, you change your speech. And I love Raw in the morning. When it shines so bright upon me and the earth, I love Raw in the morning. Yes, indeed. Feels so good. Feels so good. I used to always get sun and sun mixed up. But, you know, it was all for the cause, honey. It was all for the cause. Mix up the sun and the sun. Yes. Yes. But you can't mix up Raw and sun. Okay? Sun. Alright, having parents. Alright? Birth. And Raw is the sun in the sky. Totally two different things. I just couldn't want on me growing up. I kept saying sun and sun, and sun and sun, and sun and sun. In church it was sun and sun, and sun and sun, and sun and sun. And I couldn't figure it out. And then when I got into Egyptology, because in cults you couldn't learn so much, like you couldn't go through to the library. And when I went to the library, I just like went through and looked at stuff. Because first of all, I was in South Carolina, and I don't know, when I walked to the library, they followed me around like I was going to eat the books or steal them. Racism is horrible. And so I would just look at stuff and then just make my way back home. I'm going to turn this camera again. I got 45 minutes to get it right. I don't know what y'all rushing for. I got 45 minutes to get it right. And I think it's this way. I think this is my issue. Y'all keep walking. I'm sure when I get off the treadmill and take a few steps, you know, y'all keep going. It's important because when I look at myself, people say, well then stop looking at yourself. You're so vain. Ooh, I better be careful, honey. I don't want to take away nobody copyright thing. So sometimes you ain't even thought about until a YouTuber or a TikToker or blah 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 or Facebook now do a clip of your song you're forgotten about. So I was kind of glad when I saw that the clips came up. You can use clips in your content, because I was like, if not, y'all dead. Somebody hears you someplace on TikTok or something like that. So, and I feel really good from walking. Except today, let me tell y'all, it is rainy and it is humid and it is all those things that creep into your bone, child. Your whole bone, not even half a bone. But we're still in the Gay Pride Month, and we're still into, and I know, it was, oh, they're really shoving gay down my throat. You know what I've had shoved down my throat? Fake boob, bleach blonde, skinny women. You know what I've had shoved down my throat ad nauseum? Some big white person with blonde or black man with blonde or black hair and muscles or mustache shoved down my throat to ad nauseum. Not gays, not the community, not shoved down my throat. I've been having skinny models. And the reason why they want the models skinny with no breasts, no ass, because basically it's designed for men. But they can't put them out there like that because you're homo. So now I gotta feel bad for being curved like a woman because you're designing for a man. But it's clothes for a woman. So I'm totally non-gender. And they kicked me out. I'm telling you, you too. Okay, I'm back on. But this was the second day that they kicked me out. But I'm back. See? Y'all see with your own eyes why I left live last year on FB. I was tagging everybody, telling them, wasn't nobody listening. Wasn't nobody watching. Well, welcome back, FB. Anyway, I didn't have any of that stuff to want to be Caucasian. Everything about me, that was shoved down my throat. I didn't have African American people shoved down my throat as role models. I ain't even hardly see them. And then when I did see them, you know, they was like, or crooks, especially for my dinner, crooks. Crooks were, oh, please. Everybody was chasing them down. They did all the road, and I don't know why. I did get in trouble with FB one time for talking about the, let's see if I lose again, Mormons. Let's see if it goes down. They tore me up and threw me in jail. So, you know, I don't want to be thought of as that. Not hip. Oh, everywhere I look, it's gay this, it's gay this. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not true. Not true. These plastic surgeons is still making millions. Millions. More boobs. Suck the butt up. That's what's been thrown in my face. Not the community, not the LGBTQ community, not at all. So stop spreading that. It's not true. What men want to see more of is those fake titty, blonde, hair anorexic women. Hey Judy, how are ya? Thanks for coming on the walk. I can't wait till I get my new glasses. Yay! It was shoved down my throat all the time. I didn't see African American models in magazines when I was younger. So I had to look at those magazines come out saying, oh, why ain't I white? That's what was shoved down my throat, not the community. So let's stop that story right now. If we were all treated equally, wouldn't have to have none of that going on. Listen, you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. You want to wear a skirt, you wear a skirt. You wear what you want to wear. It don't put you closer to heaven or far from hell. It got nothing to do with nothing. It's nature. We're just humans. You like a skirt, wear a skirt. You like pants, wear pants. There's nudist colonies and different things like that. You don't want to wear nothing. There's a place for you. If out here in this society you want to wear naked, they'll just be throwing you in an insane asylum every time they catch you. But can't nobody tell you what to do. And that's about the part of the community. And because the community feel under attack, they attack a lot. I worked with my editor or neighbors. We were real close because we had to work real close. His issue always was the fact that the community was under attack. So in my mind, he was closeted. And I used to, when I go there, I would talk to him so freely, and he would look at me like, why are you talking to me so freely? I'm like, because it's your thing. Do what you want to do. If that's what makes you happy. And I remember at that point, I started praying for same-sex marriages because what I saw in my friend was the fact that he was lonely. And he wasn't lonely for a woman. He was lonely for the companionship of a man. And he has the right to. Damn. Get your head out these coats. That's his right. He ain't bothering nobody. He paid his taxes. He going about his business. Stop your foolishness. So I hoped and hoped and hoped and hoped and hoped. And then, when I heard that bill had passed, because, you know, the Constitution allows them, the Constitution will allow them to get married. The Constitution ain't got all that stuff in it. It's the cults. The cults. With the cult leaders. I sound like them. That's how it used to sound on the pulpit. Am I on the pulpit? But nature, that's what you want. Just make you happy. And I gotta tell you, those years of editing was very rough because he was very lonely. And I knew it. And he was angry. And I knew it. But there was nothing I can do except vote the right way, write the letters that's supposed to go. And when the bill came through, I texted him. I was like, yes, please get married. Please find you a mate, a lifetime mate. Please be happy. And he did. And he did. And he's happy. Yes. Yes. Every time we edited, every time I can't even tell you what we was going through because his loneliness and pain was so severe. And I remember leaving saying, oh, what is wrong? If they want to marry, let them marry. Damn. Not doing nothing to nobody. Oh, I forgot. the cult leaders and the cults, they make their cash through hate. Wolf in sheep's clothing, they're the biggest. Okay? Let them do what they want to do. So I was so happy. I was so, happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, happy, happy. Happy. When they could finally get married. And the world went right for my friend. So you see, and he was shocked when we first met, and I said, well, you have to teach your man to settle down. You have to, you just want somebody. You're so lonely. And he would look at me like, what? What are you talking about? What? And I was like, okay, all right. I didn't tell him that. I know. I spent my 20s in the community. All the friends, the male friends I have with gay boys. Just worked out like that. And the biggest female woman influence in my life was a transgender woman. So he didn't know that. So he didn't understand how I picked him out. I saw right away what it was, what was going on, how it was happening. Went to him and said, don't care who you are, don't care. We're going to do this show. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, neighbors. And he said, yeah, and I said, fine. And we would do it, and we'd do it good, until the time came when he so longed for a mate to wake up to, or someone else in the house but a cat, that during those times, editing was hard. And I would leave saying, oh, let them get married. What's the big freaking deal? Why you gotta make people's life miserable? And I did that for like 4 years. And then, like I said, when they said gays get married, I was like, yes. And he has been happy. You have life's ups and downs, but he doesn't have life's ups and downs by himself. He has life's up and down with his life mate, husband. And that's a beautiful story. So I am pleased that before I got introduced to the cult, my mother that raised me, she didn't have too many problems with too many people. But she followed the crowd of people speaking badly about Puerto Ricans, which I hated because at that time, they were my friends. I loved their mothers because their mothers loved me. And when she didn't know where I was playing with my Puerto Rican friends. And I didn't care what you said. Because she kept saying, we ain't racist, you gotta love everybody, treat everybody the same. So I did. But, here we are. Whew. 20 minutes. Paul was right. He said, talk, and you'll get through it real fast. Hey, y'all, water time. Hey, Judy.
Thank you for the company. I'm walking.
Hey, thanks for coming on the walk.
I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be walking. Thank you for the company. Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Oh yeah, just for me, I'm walking. Thank you for the company. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking, happy to be walking. Thank you for the company.
That was a nice little break. Let's get this party started. I, for one, am very happy that we're up to 45 minutes walking because it has changed something in me that, weight-wise, I feel it. I feel my core is stronger. Like right here is all denty. You look at that dent in it? And it's my core and it's so much stronger now. And it's the 45 minutes. Nice 45 minutes. I mean, you guys don't have to do 45 minutes. Like, you can come in for 15, go back out. I start at 7, we're going for 45 minutes. You can start at 7:15 and do the 30 minutes. You can start at 7:30 and do 15 minutes. Or you can do the whole 45 minutes and say, yeah, Vicki, I get what you're saying. I feel it in my core. I feel it blood. You know, I look at true crime stuff, and it says a lot of blood in the head area. That's why when you cut your head or anything like that, it just gushes blood and stuff, and you're not supposed to panic, because it would make you panic because so much blood, but that's how much blood is needed to be up there. And how can you get that blood up there without exercising? Without exercising. Some form of exercise to make sure that blood gets to that head. The head needs a lot of blood. I'm telling you. Look at true crime. Not only do you learn about crime, but you learn about science and forensics. You know, the specific science, forensic science. You learn blood science and blood spatter and all that kind of stuff. But the head, a lot of blood is needed for all this stuff to work and all the way down and all that stuff. So how can you not exercise? Especially being our age. I accept my age. It wasn't easy. I wasn't just born and bang, I'm 64. No. It's a lot. And you learn it so you can use it all your life. And I told you, 34-year-old self-made said, this is how we gonna do it. If you gonna make it to be an old woman. And I said, yeah. What you telling me? I told y'all before. Told me what vitamins to take. And said, you gotta walk every day. And if you don't walk, you exercise every day. Keep you out the doctor's office too. Just me. I ain't talking to y'all. Talking about for me. Maybe I have HD, AD, the D's, because I can't sit in the doctor's office. Man, 10 minutes after getting there, some said, you could be at the gym right now. You could be lifting weights. Be on your treadmill. You could be on your bike right now. I'm telling you, that's how my head works. And you sitting here in the doctor's office. That's just how my head works. And then I go back to the doctor, and he says, how are you doing? And I said, well, doctor, and this is what he hears me say. Well, doctor, we don't, we want, he says, oh, I see here in your chart. That you, did you go to a doctor for that? And what did they say? And I said, they said, and this is what he hears. And he says, well, your pressure and everything looks good. So just keep doing, take the same blood pressure. And he hear me say that the medication is messing with my thyroid. Never heard that. Never heard that I do a lot of sweating. I drink a lot of stuff that works to make me pee. So I'm not swollen. And there's nothing on me swollen. Never has been. But according to the recipe for old people, I was supposed to take something to make me pee. My body never swelled up on me. Never did it. I always exercise and sweat. But they never heard me. Never heard I drunk alkaline water. Why would I say? Why would alkaline water come out of my mouth? Look at me, y'all. So he heard I drank Johnny Walker Red and Coke 45. That's all he heard. I don't drink no Johnny Walker Red and Coke 45. But that's what they heard. How's your pressure doing? I said, well, I'm fine. Yeah. Man, I've been sucking on them pig's feet, trying to get down them chitterlings. I remember my girlfriend, the first time she said that, she hit master's degree, Sarah Lawrence. She said, do you like eating chitterlings? I said, chitterlings? I don't think I ever had chitterlings. And I think as my girlfriend's lady, she looked at me, she said, Vicki, chitlins. I said, oh. I said, yes. Yes, I have had chitterlings. But we never call them that. We call them chitlins. But that's all the doctor heard me say. So for now, these pig knuckles and chitterlings. And he said, oh, well, that's why your pressure's up. I'm like, well, my pressure isn't up until I walk through that door. And I know I have to go through this bullshit. And the more I talk to you, the higher my pressure gets. But that's me, y'all. That's just me. That's why I gotta exercise. Y'all don't got to. Also in my life, I never had like hospital visits. When I was in the hospital having my daughter, oh, good morning, thanks for coming on the walk. I think I had like a couple of people come see me. Well, other than that, no. And then when I went back in to make sure I don't have no more kids, nope. And I just never, I didn't go in the hospital, but the few little times that I did, I never had any visitors that worth much. I didn't get no flowers brought in. I didn't get none of that stuff. So it never worked out for me. Now, I know people who get sick, who who family treats them like queens, only treats them like queens when they get sick, or only treat them like kings when they are sick. So I can see them getting sick. You don't see the kids, they don't come and visit you, but you get sick. They come to the hospital, see you. They send roses, they send flowers, everybody goes through. See? So I can understand people getting sick that got that kind of support. I don't get that kind of support. Years later when I'm in the ground, my sister will get a notification. Oh yeah, she died years ago. Oh, she did? Yeah. I don't make fanfare of it. And I don't put myself in that situation. So I gotta exercise. That's why y'all see me here walking now. We go for 45 minutes. I have to. And if you're in the same situation I am, you should be exercising too. Now, of course, if every time you go in the hospital, honey, it's like Christmas Day, I can see where you're coming from. I can totally get it. That ain't my bag, my juice, my real wheelhouse, because I don't be looking for attention like that. I so love me. I give me so much attention. I over-attention myself. I have to tell myself, listen, you paying too much attention to yourself. And I say, I like paying attention to me. I like me. Matter of fact, I love me. And then I give myself a break and I go ahead and spoil myself and pay all the attention. And me don't want to be at no hospital. Me don't want to be at no hospital. Me don't want to be in no doctor's office. We want to be working out. We want to be walking, talking to my friends on the internet. TS Madison kills me. I use a lot of her phrase. She always said the Googles. Let me go and look at it on the Googles. See, I even laugh when I say it. But she also said, you know how it is on the internet? And that tickles me. Oh, that tickles me to the core. So, oh, so it's life is wonderful and it's good and I'm alive and I'm healthy. I got my waist back. Didn't even notice. Didn't even notice. I lost my whole waist. Everything just said boom, boom, boom. Everything just like boom down on each other. Gravity pushed this down and it came together. And then from walking, it's like my core started saying, nah. It started raising up the body from here. And it started working everything out. And once this area got tight, it like sorted everything out. This is Will Smith's movie. Can't think of it now. Not that I like Will Smith, not that I looked at the whole movie. But what I saw was, iRobot. And what it was the core. That light in the middle is true. That's it. Over the years, I've had it. And I've walked different. I felt different. And then, there's times I've still had it, but I never paid any attention to it. But when I look back now, I move differently. And now, since the core is engaged, I'm also moving differently. So, as we get older, this whole core strengthening up is a big deal. It holds this up and keeps the weight off your hips, your knees, and your feet. At the same time, securing this, keeping all this tight and in place. And it's just this area. How awesome is that? I love human life. I know y'all want to be gods and stuff like that. I just like being a human. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I just like being a human. I hate that a lot. Because you can't sit around here. Because you're supposed to be, what do they call that? You're supposed to be, like miserable and happy in the misery. So, a lot of my life, I hid my happy and my fun. That's why I like volunteering at the Veterans Hospital. When I hit that door, I was like, hey, how y'all doing? What you doing? Somebody fed you today? You want water? Oh, you want me to come back and read you a magazine? Hey, they say, hey, Vicki came through. I was like, I'm here. And I would go up and down that ward. And I would laugh and we would talk with the veterans. And I was able to be happy. And the minute my shift was over, I had to leave happiness right there. Then I had to go home to my grandmother's house and, oh, no, life is miserable. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm miserable. Don't worry about it. I'm miserable. I'm a miserable teenager. And he said, oh yeah, because you're supposed to be miserable. Yeah, I know. Because only this kid, only God can, only Jesus can. Other than that, you're supposed to be miserable. And I said, yeah, I'm good and miserable. Then I go to school, have a blast. Sing in the choir, good time. Change my clothes, go to the veteran hospital, up and down the hall. Hey, your family came to see you. Wow, hi, nice to meet you. He's a great person. Up and down the halls, back and forth, laughing, smiling, having a good time. Talking to doctors, talking to nurses, sitting at the nurses' station. Sometimes I used to graph their charts for them because they was lazy. It's like, Vicki, you graph these charts for me, and they would roll over the whole patient chart. But I was good at grafting. But I couldn't tell that at home. I couldn't say that at home because I couldn't be good at nothing except frying chicken and making rice. But if I could fry, and I fried chicken good and I made rice really good, so that's all they needed to know. But they didn't know. I was great at grafting, all kind of grafts. So I would be there, after clients and sitting there, patients sitting there talking to them, and then they're like, hey, come back here. So I sat behind the nurse's station, all that kind of stuff, the whole rigmarole, ran back and forth to the lab, etc., and happy and talking, and hey, you still in school, you doing good in school, you got to graduate. That was the doctors, that was the nurses, that was the veterans, and I was so happy. And then it would come time to go back to my grandmother's cult, where, women suffer in silence, and where no happiness unless, they do it, or they initiate it, happens. So it's like I would just start, I'd be like, happy, good night, see y'all tomorrow, yay, good night. And then I would hit that door and I was like, I can't go home happy like this. I'd be tore to shreds. So as I'd be walking home, I was just like, oh, the day was rough, the day was just, and then I would hit that door. And my grandmother said, you finish up now? And I said, oh, yeah, it's so horrible. And she said, I don't even know why you do it. I don't even know why you do it. And I said, I don't know. Jesus got me. That's what he want me to do. And she said, yeah, 'cause that's the only reason I could think why. And I just mope on back and wait for the incest to start. I was so tired I didn't care. But that was my day. Then I wake up early, get ready for school, and walk in school, and I was happy. I was learning. I was singing. I was having a good time. I was learning stuff. I was in the nurses program. And then I volunteered at Veterans Hospital still. And it was great. Then after that working, I got a job. Then I would go to the job. Great time. The guests loved me. My co-workers, we got along so great, even got overtime. And then I'd have to go home. And I had to hit that door carrying sorrow. Because if not, why would I need Jesus if I ain't got sorrow? So I hit the door. Is that you? Yeah, Grammy. That's me. And then she said, go on. I left it out some food for you. Eat some, and then you go to sleep. I said, thank you, because I'm tired. I liked it most when she was asleep and wouldn't wake up. Then I wouldn't have to be all good. I'd be like, oh, she's sleeping. I could be like, yay, had a good day, had a good day, had a good day at school. I had good friends. I have a good life. But I could say that. I'd hit that house and, oh, life am horrible. And she said, yeah, it sure is. Because people don't have Jesus. And I said, yeah, I know. I don't even know if I want to go on. And she said, just hold on. Let the Lord hold on for you. And I said, okay, Grandma, thank you. And then I would go in the back, make sure nobody can see, and then I'd be happy, happy, got good grades in school, happy, happy, going to state choir. But I couldn't say any of that. I'd say, oh, when I had to go to state choir, I'd say, oh man, this is horrible, Grammy. And she said, what? I said, I gotta go try out for state choir. Oh, they're making me do it. She said, well, you gotta go. If you gotta go, go ahead, you gonna do it. You gonna get in. I said, oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know, Grammy. And she said, Jesus, he'll help you. He'll make sure you get it. I said, yeah, he the only one that can do it. And she said, yeah, go ahead and pray. I was talented. That's why I got to go out for state every year. I didn't make it, but I was talented enough to go. And there was a lot in the competition. I was a great second soprano. I could read music. But I couldn't say none of those things. It wasn't none of those things. I had to say, well, you know, Grandma, the only reason they want me is because Jesus. And she said, I know. Because wouldn't nobody else want you? I said, I know. Wouldn't nobody want me if it wasn't for him. And she said, you're a good girl. But if I came in and said, oh, I just practiced for 4 hours and we've been getting ready for 4 months for state and I feel confident and I'm happy, she'd have said, you can't go to state. She'd have said, you ain't all that because you ain't nothing without Jesus or you ain't nothing without God. And you're so happy because it's the devil. So you just skip all that stuff and you just say, dang, I gotta go to state and out of my choir. And we had a choir about maybe 30, 35, 40. And me and another girl were the only ones picked to go up to state. And I'm happy, but you couldn't be that. I said, oh. Let's do 10. Tuck in your elbow, squeeze your gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One for good luck. Ooh. Squeeze your gut, tuck your elbow in. Let's knock this out right fast. Not all the way down, not all the way up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one for good luck. Whew, y'all. Let's see if I can get it in. Let's go. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all.
Walking. Yes, indeed. I'm
Whew.
walking.
I tell you, I ain't on fire like that.
Thank you for the company.
Thank you. Come on the walk.
I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. So happy to be walking. Happy to be
Yesterday,
walking.
someone waved at me in the morning, and before I could get to the break to say thank you for the wave, I had somehow managed to get kicked off FB. But thank you for the wave, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thanks for coming on the walk, y'all. Hey, Nielsen. Thanks for coming on the walk. I'll see you tomorrow.